and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart sigh? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, a way to go, to say we're only dreaming of. Come on, come on. Oh, the guitar almost fell down. That's okay, keep the take. Alright. You know what time it is. Let's put that Powerpuff back there. Yeah, I have the complete set now, ladies and gentlemen. I won those in the claw machine. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. What are we here for? Disney Renaissance time. I have each respective release piled up so I can show them to you. You might notice something different. You actually get to see my face this video. So, yeah, this is going to be the first video in a long while. I'm getting rid of my old videos that have my face on them, so this will be the only one that has my face up on it. This is just an experiment to see if you like it, if you don't. If you like it, put thumbs up. If you don't, say in the comments you don't want it. So, and then we'll pro and con it. I'll probably do my next movie review, which will be Deadpool and Wolverine, on how you guys agree. So, let's begin. Movie number 1. I think I have the CLV somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Little Mermaid. I might have got rid of my CLV Laserdisc copy, but yeah, I have the VHS and the Laserdisc. Yes, this is the copy with the infamous, I don't know if you can see it, the infamous private part on the image. Yes, this is that copy. And yes, this does have the uncensored knee scene as well. So, there you go. That's the reason why you want the Laserdisc. I think they edited it out on the 98 release, because this was re-released in 1998, so could be wrong, I'm not too sure, but yeah, I have the original pressings. These were both released in 1990. Of course, the film excuse me, my throat. The film came out in 1989. Absolutely wonderful film. Why don't we do the ranking now, and I'll explain why. Here we go. By the way, the ranking is going to be a little bit different. S++, S+, A, and B. Just to be clear. And by the way, The Emperor's New Groove is not included in this video because it's not a Disney Renaissance film. I don't know why it's here. It's a good movie, but it doesn't count. Hey, look, Disney Plus, everybody, go get a bundle. Alright. S+ is where this film belongs. I'm going to close all these ads, by the way, just for my sanity. Alright. Close and close. There we go. Okay. Why don't we go over the plot of The Little Mermaid before I talk about what I like about this movie and blah 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 blah. I'll read you the back, in fact. Somewhere under the sea and beyond your imagination lies an adventuring fantasy. Mermaids are supposed to stay under the sea, Um, but there was never a mermaid quite like Ariel. The headstrong teenager longs to be a part of a magical world on land, much to the dismay of her father, King Triton. When she falls in love with the human prince, Ariel looks to Ursula. Uh, the excuse me, my throat. It's not that great right now. A divinely diabolical sea witch who makes Ariel a human in exchange for her golden voice. With the help of her friends, shy and lovable Flounder, yes. I need a plush of Flounder. If anybody has one, send one to me. Thank you very much. And Sebastian, a reggae singing crab, Ariel must win her prince's love in a thrilling race against time. One of the most critically acclaimed films of the year, The Little Mermaid is full of dazzling animation, animated award-winning songs, and unforgettable cast of characters. This Disney masterpiece will be treasured for generations to come, and still is. This movie does hold up. Of course, as it says, Ariel's a teenager who is basically told not to leave the what's it called? Not to leave the sea and go to the surface, but she does anyway. Falls in love with the prince, and her father basically says no, destroys her stuff, gets pissed off, and goes to go see Ursula to get legs to fall in love with him. Blah 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 blah. You probably know the tale already. What am I talking about? Man, this movie did set a high bar for what came, and every year they went up and up and up and up. For the most part, we'll get to what I mean by the most part. The music is great. The animation is great. The story is great. All of it's awesome. All of it is going back to the traditional roots of when Walt was at the helm of the company. Blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna get into that, but that's why this movie does very well. Some people can argue that there isn't very much of an arc of a story, and I get that. But still, I didn't like this movie as a kid, but I definitely loved it as a teenager. I could relate to this film in a way. I mean, it doesn't exactly, one for one relate, but I could still relate to this film, and I really like this movie. Still holds up to this day, and that's why it's an S+ tier. As I put it away. Okay. This next one I have 3 of. I'll explain the story, but yeah, I have 3 of this film. Yeah, I have 3. Here we go. Rescuers Down Under, Rescuers Down Under, and Rescuers Down Under. Alright. By the way, I'm going to be showing up this version a lot more, but this is the version I did watch. In fact, I'll tell the story of how I acquired this disc. It was either Macari or sorry, my throat is screwed up. Let me drink some juice for you. All right. Good stuff, by the way. If you're ever in Hawaii, get this stuff. Anyway, back to the movie. How I acquired this. I think I was looking on Macari, and it was about a week away from my 20th birthday, and I saw that this was on the store, and I was like, wow, I gotta get this. And I think I paid I think like $5 for this delivered and shipped. So that's why I decided to pick this one up. They had, your Aladdins and your Lion Kings and stuff, but this is the cheapest one, and it's still a great movie. So I was like, yeah, I should pick this up. It's very curious, and occasionally you'll get people selling Japanese discs. So, and they usually come with bonus stuff. Like mine's comes with a, I believe somewhere in here is a business reply card, but this one also comes with 6 postcards. So there you go. I don't know why they're included, and it doesn't say anything that notes that it's Japanese anywhere on here. So I wonder if this was released internationally in the Laserdisc, or just Japan, or what? That I cannot tell you. That I have no idea, but it's still cool. Still cool to have in the collection. I don't usually spin this one up. Sometimes I'll usually watch just the previews and stuff, because to me this is basically unwatchable because there's no subtitles and it's only in Japanese. So if I ever do learn Japanese, I might spin this disc up, but that's very unlikely. So okay, now besides that, let's get on to the movie. Where am I ranking this? I'm gonna put it in S, just standard S, and it's very close to a plus, but it's not quite there. But this film is an excellent film, one I highly recommend you check out. If you haven't seen the first one, it's not necessary to see this one. This, in fact, is the only sequel I watch without watching the first one. Usually, I'm OCD and have to watch the first one and then the second one. That's just the way I am. But with this one, I usually don't. Partially because I don't like the first movie, and usually I don't have time. That's the other half to it. But yeah, I don't especially care for the first movie. But this movie, it's really good. I think this was the first movie they used CG on in the Disney Renaissance, because I don't remember there being any CG in Little Mermaid. But this one definitely does have CG. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. You want to know the plot of the film, don't you? Let me get the English disc and I'll read it to you. Hold on tight for a thrilling, fast-paced adventure unlike any other with the rescuers down under. The world's bravest mice, Bernard and Miss Bianca, answer a call for help from the deepest heart in the heart of Australia's vast and unpredictable outback. With a crazy crew of local critters, these top mouse agents rush to the aid of Cody, a young boy struggling to save a magnificent eagle from a ruthless poacher. McLeach is his name, by the way. It doesn't say so on the back. But with the unexpected dangers popping up at any turn, who knows if they'll come to their rescue in time. Say g'day to this Disney adventure full of unforgettable characters and this incredible animation and this down or under delight you'll treasure for years to come. This is the shortest movie in the Renaissance. This film is only 77 minutes. And this is kind of accidentally a Renaissance movie. This was planned before, Little Mermaid and all that. It was being worked on before that. So, and this is the first film to be partially done digitally, while Little Mermaid was the last one to be done fully hand-drawn. So that's the plot of the movie, and I quite like it. This was the only film in the Renaissance that doesn't have any songs diegetically or non-diegetically with lyrics. So, yeah, this is a good movie. Of course, you got John Candy, which is a favorite of mine, and you also got George C. Scott as the villain. So this is a wonderful film to watch. Very, very highly underrated. I highly recommend you go check it out. By the way, this film has Jodie Benson in it. Disney alumni, absolutely wonderful. She could meet her in person because she seems like a very nice person. All right, all right. So S it goes. Okay. Next up, this is the best one in the Disney Renaissance. To most people, but this is a second place winner for me. But it's going in S plus plus anyway. So here we go. I actually have um, I have the CLV somewhere, but I don't know where I put it. So I'm just gonna get to see the CAV version. By the way, if you don't know what the difference between CAV and CLV is, CAV can go frame by frame, but it only has 30 minutes, and CLV is just standard play, no trick play features and all that. So that's basically a generic example of it. Here's the VHS. Tons of kids had this back in the day, and then here's the Laserdisc. By the way, the CAV version has a wonderful gatefold. Look at that. And side 4 has the making of Beauty and the Beast on it. So, um, very good film. I'm gonna give you the summary. I'm not gonna read the blabbering about Grammy awards and all that kind of stuff. Here we go. When this film's beautiful book-loving heroine Belle, here's the plot by the way, if that wasn't clear, sings the first of an unprecedented 3 Oscar-nominated songs, you too will fall instantly under her spell. However, it is the spell of an enchantress that opens a classic fairy tale, turning a cruel prince into a hideous beast. His stubborn pride compels him to remain in his bewitched castle, inhabited by a Lumiere the love-struck candelabra. I don't know what that is. The candle with the 3 on them. You know what Lumiere looks like. And cogs with the pompous clock. The pompous clock. Sorry if that sounded like I said something else. The kindly Mrs. Potts and the inquisitive little teacup Chip. I think we're gonna mention more like the broom and all that. Okay. To break the spell, the beast must win the love of Belle before the last petal falls from the enchanted rose. With a colorful cast of Disney characters, Beauty and the Beast will enthrall both young and old, forever reminding us that true beauty comes from within. Sounds about right. This is a favorite movie of mine as well. The action they went full out on this film. The final battle at the end is quite a lot more graphic. When you think about it, especially for a Disney movie. You never would have thought, you'd see knives in Disney movies, and this is the first Disney movie in the Renaissance to use knives that look, actually menacing. It doesn't look like cartoon stuff, but this one looks like it could actually kill somebody. And this movie actually has, not a lot, but a little bit of blood in it, which is actually quite shocking that they got away with it. But of course, you got the wonderful songs like "Be Our Guest," "Belle," title track. I forgot to mention this. The song from Beauty and the Beast. There's one song that sounds awfully familiar. If you listen carefully, there's a song from the Little Mermaid. Let me grab Little Mermaid here. Just make it more visible like that. Called Les Poissons. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I don't speak French, so you French people can criticize me in the comments. Sorry, my throat's really clogged today. I don't know what's going on. And then you listen to Be Our Guest. It's basically, Les Poissons is basically a demo of Be Our Guest. That's basically what it is when you think about it. Because it's only, that a song from Little Mermaid's only a minute and a half. This song is more like that song's more like 3 minutes, so it's kind of like a demo if you think about it. So I just wanted to point that out. And I also wanted to say rest in peace, Howard Ashman. Um, to the guy that gave, I forget what the quote was, but I think it was the one who gave to Howard, the one that gave a mermaid her voice, and his beast of soul. You'll be forever missed, or something like that. It says the end credits of the film, so I mean, if you're not a diehard, you wouldn't recognize. I mean, if you only watch through just the movie and skip the credits, you won't realize. But rest in peace, Howard Ashman. He made these wonderful tunes that we all know and love. So rest in peace, sir. I love this movie. Let's move on. Okay, let me put the tape away. By the way, there's like 3 versions of this tape. I don't know very much about what's different. I know the previews are different, but I don't know what the difference is. I know a little bit about the VHS club or whatever it is. So yeah, VHS CD Brony. You can talk about that in the comments. Go right ahead. I don't know very much about that. All right. Next up, as you guys can see, is Aladdin, and this film is gonna go right there. I have 2 of it, and you might notice that this one has a different artwork. This was the last film I believe they released in CAV until the one at the end. Otherwise, between those, you had to buy the box set, I believe, which I don't have the box sets for those to get it in CAV. So, but this one and Beating the Beast, the reason why you got it in CAV was because it was letterboxed. Beating the Beast and Aladdin have their proper aspect ratios of 185 to 1 and 166 to 1 respectively. So if you want to watch it in this proper aspect ratio, you might want to grab this sucker. Because I believe the 4K is in 178 to 1 or 185 to 1. I could be wrong. The hi-fi the home theater enthusiasts tell me in the description comments down below. That I don't know. But yeah, I also have the VHS as well. This one I believe there's like 2 versions of as well. So VHS and CD Brony. Put that in the comments. What's the difference between each of the variants? So let me know. By the way, VHS and CD Brony. I would love to see you do your Disney Renaissance collection. If you could. I'm going to show mine in the unlisted video. If you want to watch it, it'll be down below. But yeah. But I'd love to see yours. As per request by myself. Alright. Aladdin. Here's the plot of Aladdin. Here we go. Set in the mythical city of Agrabah, the story follows a street-smart peasant. I don't know why I can't talk today. Aladdin and his mischievous monkey Abu. Aladdin falls in love with the free-spirited Princess Jasmine, despite a law that says she can only be wed to a royal suitor. His luck changes with one rub of that lamp, releasing the shape-shifting, fun-loving, wish-giving genie, of course played by Robin Williams. Rest in peace. Oh yeah, this movie, Beauty and the Beast, of course, has Angela Lansbury as Mrs. Potts. I forgot to mention that. This one, they upped the game up with casting, I'd say. This one, they got Scott Wainer, who played DJ's boyfriend in Full House, and they also got Gilbert Godfrey as Iago, and of course Robin Williams as the genie was the big one. Of course, it's a wonderful film. Oh yeah, and the other fact I wanted to mention, the Sultan is voiced by the guy who plays Santa in Ernest Saves Christmas. Fun fact, there you go. I don't know his name, but there you go. Let me continue. Who turns Aladdin into a prince. But the evil sorcerer Jafar and his wisecracking parrot Iago also crave for the lamp's power. If Aladdin is to defeat them and win Jasmine's heart, he must first learn to be himself. And that's one wish the genie can't grant. Of course, wonderful movie, 90-minute film, exactly. And here's the gate for
This guy was driving.
Oh shoot! What the? I'm sorry about that. That was not expected. Where the hell did that come from? I don't know. I'm very sorry. Disney, don't flag my video for that. I'm gonna be very upset. I'm gonna just mute that section if they copyright claim me for that. I'm just gonna mute the whole thing, that whole section. I'm just gonna mute it. So, Aladdin. Um, I'm sorry, I was thrown off because of that. Wow, we're at 20 minutes already. This is gonna be a long video, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what else to say besides it's a wonderful film. The music's great. The animation's great. There you go. I don't have very much else to say besides what the back said. But what I think is that it's the third best in the Disney Renaissance. So there you go. Overall, that is. It's one worth having 2 times in a row. I think I have it. I have it on DVD and 4K as well. So I have it more than. I have it more times than. I think I have all of these more than twice. So. All right, the next one. This is my favorite movie, my favorite Disney movie of all time, ladies and gentlemen. It's The Lion King. I love this freaking movie so much. I'll tell you the plot. Oh yeah, by the way, the backs of these have been mostly the same, but this one, the Laserdisc and the VHS backings are completely different. So there you go. Just to point that out. I love the previews on this tape. The the teasers for each upcoming movie, one following the other, following the other. It's so nostalgic to watch. In fact, I did rewatch the previews on all of these. So, yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, by the way, that unlisted pick stuff that'll probably be listed. You know, if this is going up on Tuesday, it'll probably be going up on Thursday in the description. So, just a heads up. Lion King. I'm just putting the VHS away. It's too much in the way. Excuse me. From the magnificent musical opening over breathtaking Africa vistas to its rip-roaring, emotionally charged climax, The Lion King reigns supreme as animation's greatest crowning achievement. And I would agree. This is the best animated movie of all time. Set amid the majestic beauty of the Serengeti. Sorry about that. Disney's epic coming-of-age saga tells of love between a proud lion ruler Mufasa and his son Simba, a naive and curious cub who just can't wait to be king. Out from the shadows prowl Simba, envious Uncle Scar, and his hyena henchman. Envious, whatever. Their scheming for the throne leads to tragedy, and Simba's exile from the kingdom he should rightfully rule. Befriended by warm-hearted warthog Pumbaa and his meerkat companion Timon, Simba forgets his regal responsibilities and adopts a carefree lifestyle of Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. But Rafiki, a wise mystic baboon, helps Simba reclaim his true destiny. Can he reclaim his true destiny in the circle of life? There you go. I read that wrong, last sentence wrong, but yeah, there you go. This movie has it all: the cast, the music, the scope, the animation. It's beautiful. This is why it's my favorite Disney movie of all time, and it's the one I watch the most because this Laserdisc presentation. I'm gonna say it. This is the best way to watch this movie. If you can't get a hold of a Laserdisc player and this disc, I recommend you pick it up because it's a cheap disc and a Laserdisc player is not that expensive. It's like $100, $200, but I highly recommend you pick this one up. If you do, every time I hear this version, I get the goosebumps I do in the theater. Well, sometimes when I watch the DVD, I don't get that same feeling, but with the Laserdisc, it always delivers. Because this, I believe they just put the theatrical audio mix on here and they didn't modify anything. Of course, you got the wonderful cast of James Earl Jones. You got Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Matthew Broderick, Jeremy Irons. You got Cheech Marin? No, Tommy Chong, right? One of those two guys. Correct me if which one it is. Whoopi Goldberg. Who else is in this one? Arnie Sabella and Rowan Atkinson and Nathan Lane. That's the other guy I'm thinking of. Wonderful cast, wonderful movie, wonderful music. Of course, by Elton John. This movie is, in my opinion, the best Disney movie ever made. So this is why it gets an S++ tier and is number one Disney movie in my opinion. Wow, we're at 30 minutes already. Okay, alright. We're going to step down with this movie. In my personal opinion, this is just my opinion again. A lot of people would agree with me though. Pocahontas. I have it twice again. This time they did keep the back art the same. Okay. That's weird. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, pardon me, it's like 1:30 in the morning. Alright. I'll read you the plot, and then I'll tell you what I think, and then let's go. Actually, I'm going to rank it right now. I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to put an A tier. There you go. I'm being nice. Okay, here's the plot. Along Virginia's lush tidewaters, Pocahontas, the first free-spirited young daughter of Chief Potwan, wonders what adventures await just around the river bend. Dun 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 dun, just around the river bend. Anyway, in sails the gold-loving Governor Radcliffe, with his pampered Percy, and a ship full of English settlers led by the courageous Captain John Smith. Joined by her is her playful pals Miko, a mischievous raccoon, and feisty hummingbird Flint. Pocahontas relies on the lively wisdom of Grandmother Willow, of course the tree. A chance that meeting John Smith leads to a friendship that will change history as the Native Americans and English settlers learn to live side by side. Of course, this movie wasn't very well received. In my opinion, it doesn't deserve the hate it does, but it is definitely the weakest film in its era. The music is wonderful, Colors of the Wind, and Just Around the River Bend, and savages and whatnot. Of course, you got Mel Gibson as the main guy, but everybody else is lesser known. A lot of the voices were done by, I'm going to give a shout out to this dude, Jim Cummings. If you've never heard of him, he's done a lot of the voices of our childhood, from Darkwing Duck to a lot of the Indians were voiced by Jim Cummings himself in this film. But he also did a voice of what's it called? No, not hedgehog. A groundhog in Lion King, and he did a bunch of the Sultan, not Sultan, the guys who are choosing after Aladdin in Aladdin. So he's done a lot of voice work for Disney before, and not only Disney, but he's done a lot of voice work in general. You probably recognize his voice if you heard it. You'd be like, "Oh, that's," and then you're like, "Oh, that's Jim Cummings," and you'll know. Thanks to me. You're welcome. This movie's, in my opinion, doesn't deserve the hate, but it's still not the best one in the Renaissance. So, it's getting the A tier. Okay, here comes the underrated movie of them all. This is easily the most heinously underrated Disney movie of all time. By the way, my copy is like brand new on VHS. It has like all the ads and stuff. I think I got it sealed back in that's why I kept it. But like, it has all its ads and stuff. Look at that. That's why it doesn't have any mold or anything on it. All right. Hunchback of Notre. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Okay, this movie, as I said, most underrated in the Disney Renaissance. Okay, this is going in S plus. Am I gonna put it? Yeah, I'm gonna put it above Little Mermaid. Hunchback is a very underrated movie. I'm gonna read you the plot, and tell me if you like this too. Okay. Disney's critically we can ignore that part. This is just a okay. At the urging of his hilarious gargoyle pals, of course, one is voiced by the one and only Jason Alexander. Quasimodo defies the evil guardian Frollo, and ventures from his tower to the joyous festivals of fools below. But the crowd turns cruel and rejects Quasi because of the way he looks. It's basically an ugly duckling, but gone wild. After another outcast, the gypsy Esmeralda, of course voiced by Demi Moore, rescues him. Quasi finds himself battling to save the people and the city he loves, or reminding us to see people for who they are rather than how they appear. Sorry if I'm reading slow. I'm a little tired. Can't tell. This movie, as I said, very underrated. Honestly, this is the darkest Disney movie ever made. It's up there with like Black Cauldron and like some of the scenes in like Pinocchio and stuff. But this movie overall is probably one of the darkest Disney movies of all time. For Christ's sake, there's a song about the villain lusting for Esmeralda. So that tells you something. This is not your typical Disney movie. This movie will not be made in another 10,000 years. Give me a sip. Let me take a sip of this, will you? Help with the throat. But yeah, the music is great. The only song in this movie that's kind of weak is the song with the gargoyles sing to Quasi. It's kind of boring, but otherwise it's a perfect movie in terms of music. This movie is when they started using CG way too much in the background, and this one, it's very obvious during the scene where they have the at the end of the film where he basically burns down Paris, and then the big fight and all that. So it, actually be on the close look. You can probably see better in HD and stuff, but like be on the close lookout for that if you're interested in looking up what old CG looks like. It's in this movie. Never thought it'd be CG would be in a hand drawn movie, but it is. All right, all right. Hercules. Yes, this one I have to. This was actually the last one I got on VHS. For some reason, I ordered a copy of this on eBay, and they sent me a bootleg. Okay, I put Hercules below Little Mermaid, but still a good movie. Excuse me. That was not intentional. Sorry. Yeah, this movie was I believe the last movie to be released on Disney movie to be released on Laserdisc, at least the last animated one in the U.S. Keep in mind, I'm saying in the U.S. So this is the last Laserdisc you'll be seeing in this video. By the way, this disc looks absolutely stunning to watch. So if you can track yourself a copy of this version, I think I paid like $10 for this one, with shipping and everything. So definitely worth a watch, especially in Laserdisc. It looks absolutely wonderful. Here's the plot, by the way. An outrageous odd. Oh, wait. Taken from the gods as a newborn, adopted on Earth, Hercules becomes an awkward teenage pillar of strength. Trying to fit in, he discovers Zeus is his dad, and his home is on Mount Olympus. If he can move from a zero to true hero. See, oh my god. 0, now he's a hotshot hero. Hercules teams up with his babyhood pal Pegasus, the Flying Stallion, and Phil, of course, voiced by Danny DeVito, a feisty personal trainer for the mission. But it's no walk on the Acropolis. He must match the Grecian. He must match wits with the Grecian beauty Meg and a comical hothead named Hades, voiced by James Woods, who's having a devil of a time with his hostile takeover of the universe. He's armed with morphing morons, pain and panic. Panic, I believe, is voiced by Bobcat Goldthwait, who's also in Scrooge and other stuff. Absolutely good. Love his stuff. I've seen him in. And only Hercules stands in the way. By the way, I didn't learn that it was Bobcat Goldthwait until I googled it. I didn't know. I was shocked. I was like, "That's him, really?" There you go. Wonderful disc to spin up. This is, as I said, this is the last one. So this one has extreme quality. It's a late release, so LDFers will tell you late releases usually look the best, even better than DVD. They'll tell you. And this one, oh my god, the quality on this disc. Even on my mediocre Hitachi player, it looks beautiful. 93-minute film. Unfortunately, this is not a gatefold. This is again just a 2-disc but it's in really good condition, shockingly. So, great movie to watch. Gospel isn't my typical type of music, but this is a wonderful movie to watch. I love the music, despite not being a gospel fan. I love the music in this film. That song where Meg won't admit she's in love. No, when I mean Meg, I'm not talking about Family Guy, by the way. Meg doesn't want to admit that she's in love with Herc. That's one of my new favorite songs, by the way. The music is great. The film is great. It's a wonderful time watching this movie. Highly recommend you check this one out. All right. Put the tape away. Next up, we're going DVD this time. I notice. There you go. There we go. Things are a little bit shrunk because it's DVD. But yeah, I'll show you. This is DVD. Got the disc art in here this time. But here we go. Mulan. This is a wonderful movie. I'm gonna rank this, by the way. Okay. This is the toughest choice of all. Am I gonna put it here? Nah, I'm gonna put it here. It's about even with Aladdin. It depends on my mood, to be honest. But right now, I'm about there. Here we go. I'm gonna read you the plot. Embraced for her lovable spirit nature, Mulan is a young girl who doesn't quite fit into her tradition-bound society. When the invading Han army comes charging over China's Great Wall, Mulan's aging father is ordered into battle. To separate him from harm, Mulan disguises herself as a soldier and secretly takes in his place in the Imperial Army, training with the comical ragtag troop led by the courageous Captain Shang. Never far away are Mulan's hilarious guardian dragon Mushu and lucky Cricky. Cricky, beautiful. Anyway, but Mulan will need a lot more than Mushu's razor-sharp wit to defeat the ruthless Han leader Shan Yu. Only by staying true to herself will she bring victory to her country and honor to her family. Wonderful movie, by the way. Unfortunately, this DVD is letterboxed, so yeah. Every time I watch this DVD, I have to change the settings when I watch DVD. Letterbox DVDs and letterbox VHS tapes, the zoom setting is different, so you gotta be careful when you do that. This is a really good movie. This is one I saw like a million times as a kid. One everybody should check out. Go watch this one if you haven't. I don't have very much else to say. By the way, this tape is very odd. This only has half of the trailer to Tarzan. And part 2 was on A Bug's Life. So, there you go. I think I kept my Bug's Life tape. I'm not too sure. If I didn't, that's okay. But, yeah. There you go. Finally, I just watched this film tonight, actually. Tarzan. I can put this in S tier. Just standard S tier. Notice nothing is in B, but there you go. Okay, so because the DVD doesn't have very much on the back, because look at that, the bonus features list is so freaking long. Okay, I'm gonna read from the back of the VHS. Here we go. Deep within the African jungle, a mama gorilla names an orphan baby boy Tarzan and adopts him as her own, even though their silverback leader Kerchak shuns the hairless wonder. This whole time, I thought Kerchak and the mama gorilla were a mom and dad, but I could be wrong. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's not very clear. So, anyway, growing up alongside the... oh yeah, I forgot to mention Ming-Na Wen is in this movie. Does an absolutely wonderful job. And, what's his name? He also voices Ping in Kung Fu Panda. He's also in this movie as a general. So, forgot to mention that. Anyway, let me finish. Growing up alongside the wisecracking Buddy Turk and the neurotic elephant pal Tantor, Tarzan develops all the instincts and powers of a jungle animal. Surfing, they talked about that in the trailer, and swinging through the trees at lightning speed. But with the sudden appearance of Tarzan's own kind, including the beautiful Jane, two worlds are about to come one. Sounds about right. Wonderful movie. This tape actually does have bonus features. This has how they recorded Trashing the Camp and Strangers Like Me music video. I think this is the tape my friend gave me back in the day. I could be wrong. My friend gave me a copy of this tape back in the day. I think it was his birthday. He gave me a copy of this tape. He was like, "Just take it." I was like, "Okay, thanks, bro." But yeah, I also have the DVD here. As I said, look at that list of bonus features. It's a 2 disc set, so if you're wondering why it's so long, there you go. That's 2 discs. The labels on the Laserdiscs are boring, so that's why I'm not showing you them. This also does have a sneak peek at Dinosaur, which I need to rewatch. I might just rewatch Dinosaur anyway. And Emperor's New Groove came out the same year. So right, I think so. But yeah, this one is a good movie. It's not as good as most of the other ones. This is probably my second least favorite in the Renaissance era, but it's still a favorite to watch. Still fun one to watch. I wonder. I kind of miss the idea that they didn't do characters singing songs in this movie, but what can you do? That's my only complaint with this film. So yeah, that's it. We've been on for almost 1 hour. Holy crap! It's almost 2 in the morning for me, so I'm gonna head to bed. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, everybody. Alright, hello. Welcome. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could, please subscribe to the channel. It does help us out a lot. Commenting also would be nice. I'd like to see your comments. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you could help me out on that journey to get monetization, I'd gratefully appreciate it. Also, check out the eBay store. I'm listing all kinds of stuff from movies to music to toys to video games, etc., etc. I'm also changing it so now it's shipped ground advantage, so it'll get faster shipping for you guys as well. Also, keep in mind that I'm going to be leaving my grandma's house in about 2 or 3 weeks, so all this stuff is going to get delisted and new stuff's going to go up. So if you're interested in anything, please order it now. I do accept offers. Alright, and finally, Patreon. I've been doing exclusive videos for patrons. I do about maybe one a week, but now that school's about to start, it's probably going to be more like one a month, unfortunately. I'm going to be very busy, probably. Who knows? So yeah, if you're interested, I have the $2 exclusive videos / early access tier for $2. If you think that should get lowered, let me know. Also, I do have the mystery movie bundle where you get 2 mystery movies from me plus the bonus videos for $7.50 a month. That's accounting for shipping and all that. So yeah. Hope you guys check out Patreon and also check out the Beaches the CD Brony. He's my main patron, helping me liquidate stuff and helping the channel out. So yeah, and also thanks to Angela, who's my other patron. So yeah, long ramble over. I'm mainly doing this outro. I wasn't really gonna do an outro, but I figured I'd do one because I wasn't very clear. I do have a bonus collection video I just shot. I show every single Disney Renaissance movie original press in my collection. A lot of my later reissues are at my house anyway, so they're not in this video. So it's original presses in this video. So go check that video out. It's in the description only. Next video is going to be either one of 2 things. I'm probably going to let you guys vote on this one again. I'm about to finish. In fact, I have one more chapter of George Orwell's book, 1984. So I'm about to finish that. And spoiler alert. I don't know if it's going to be in that part of the Prime video or not. But I ordered 1984 Criterion Blu-ray because it was on sale from Prime on Prime Day. So I picked that one up, and I'm going to do a book to movie comparison. And the other video is going to be, of course, the Deadpool and Wolverine review. I'm very hyped to go see that film. I don't know when I'm going to go see it. Probably sometime next week. So that's probably going to be later in 1984 first. But we shall see how things pan out. So, yeah, just an update on what's coming up and an announcement to go check out that bonus video where I show you my Disney Renaissance collection. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this long video. Let's not make this any longer. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.